And we go back to the start. What kind of, created Jacqueline Ortiz? What was the beginning of your journey, and what led you to learning all of these different things? And how did you become who you are today?
Whoa. Well, since I'm so young, it won't take me very long. But bottom line is, they always say your mess is your message. And I was in a pile of mess. I was like I needed the shovel to pick out the mess. But actually, it wasn't that bad. I was in a 20-year marriage that lasted way, 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 way too long. Did I say way too long? Yeah, way, way too long. That was good because it made me who I am. But anyway, going back, I was what I call the perfect storm. The perfect storm for me was numerous things. It was 7 things. Most of the highlights was I lost 50% of my hair. I was working 80 plus hour work weeks at restaurants with my ex-husband, working with him full time, and his girlfriend. Fun, fun, fun. And she's 24 years younger than him. Fun, fun, fun. Anyway, so I was working full time with him and all our business partners, everything else. So working 80 plus hour work weeks, 24/7, because restaurants open 365 days a year. I was going through hormonal changes, cortisol overdose. I mean, my whole life I was spinning out of control. And I knew what it was, but I just wasn't ready to face it. Because when you're so worried about everybody else and caring about everybody else, and sometimes we put ourselves last, even though I'm a self-love diva and I know better, because my journey started, I should fast forward to around 2005, 2006. I wrote my first book, Extraordinary You. And I was just about to market the book. And just when I was about to do all this stuff, my then husband almost died. So I went on survival mode. I had to pick up all the pieces, trying to figure everything out. So I put that in the back burner and I went to do what he wanted to do, which open restaurants, which we did. And I did something which I had zero passion for. For me, food is nutrient that we need. It's not something, I'm not like a foodie type of person. So 24/7 restaurants was not my ideal. So I was working crazy hours doing his passion. But of course, I put mine in the back burner. So that's when one day I realized I just can't do this anymore. Between my hormonal, my hair falling out of stress, out of anxiety, working with my ex-husband full time. I mean, this was like every day, and losing so much hair, and the end of a 5-year relationship that happened unexpectedly out of nowhere. So I couldn't do anymore. So I called my business partner, which was also my ex-husband. I go, I can't do this anymore. He goes, what are you talking about? I go, I gotta go. He goes, well, where are you going? I go, I don't know. Because when are you leaving? Tomorrow morning. So this is like midnight. I woke him up, him and his girlfriend. I woke him up. Next morning, I pack up everything. And as I'm getting out of the driveway to drive to who knows where I was going, I see signs and symbols as everything. I call it heaven sent signs, symbols, and synchronicities. That's what I called it. Anyway, so this huge dragonfly just stopped right in front of the dashboard, the windowsill, the window thing. And it was just like staring at me. And I'm like, you're giving me permission to just go on now, go. I'm going. So then it's funny. Then I drove like 2 blocks and it landed again. I didn't take a DNA test, but I know it was the same one. Landed in the same spot. I'm like, this is freaky. So then I drive and I'm driving and driving and driving. And I drove from, at the time I was living in the Fort Lauderdale area. I drove from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, all the way to California and made a U-turn and ended up in Arizona. Here I am. I moved here. I didn't know anybody. I didn't know anything. But my journey cross country, that was supposed to take 4 days, but what the blank. It took me over 2 weeks because I was having such a blast driving by myself. I had never, ever been on my own. I went from being from my parents' house to being married 20-something years. So I was never on my own. So here I am on my own trying to figure it out. For the first time, I got to eat, do anything I wanted to do whenever I wanted. No, not like what was his schedule. It was like, oh my God. It was like liberation. It was freedom. I guess it was like back then when the women burnt their bras. I was like, I'm going to burn something. This is amazing. I'm like, this is awesome. So that's the second phase of my journey. That's when I did self-love mastery course. I became the self-love diva. And it's all about empowering women to really love themselves. Because like you said, basically, I know for a fact that not only is this my calling, but self-love is the superpower for everything. It's the key, the foundation, the superpower to attract true love and joy and abundance in your heart's desire and everything. So that's how we became the Self Love Diva.
I am so excited because I just gave birth to my 9-week self-love mastery course, and it's super powerful, super transformational. It is a life changer. I'm going to post a link so you can check it out. And if you like this video, please like and comment, and sharing is caring. So please share. I love you. I love you. I love you. Namaste.